Charles here from the Traders Corner. I'm just going to be doing some quick analysis before I head off to the gym today. This morning, I'm finally back on in terms of being able to trade the EURUSD. So definitely wanted to hit that analysis before I run off to the gym. So let's just get started. So looking at EURUSD on the weekly, you can see that we have now, set up bearish price action on the weekly. Where could we be running to on the weekly? For me, it looks like these clean areas over here. We don't have to get down there. I'm not saying that we do for sure, but it is very clean areas. We have areas below it that we could run below too as well, in terms of we run below these lows and then we bounce to go higher. More than fine, but again, we're looking at the weekly chart, so that's a lot of trading opportunities if we were able to get down to this area. So that's what I'm identifying right now on the weekly, but obviously we're kind of in this area here, right? So it could be a little real choppy. Daily, the daily price action agrees as well in terms of looking bearish, so that's good, and that's really all we need to see on the daily. Aside from that, we can drop down to the 4-hour, then we start identifying these areas here. So this is a 4-hour area here in the white, okay? So that's the first one we've identified. Then we drop down to the 1-hour. We can kind of refine that area. We have a 1-hour area in here, okay? Well, this is actually a 15-minute area, sorry. 15-minute area. So yeah, let's drop to the 15-minute. Look at that. Yeah. So you can see we have this kind of candle framed up here on the 15-minute, or this kind of two candle formation framed up here on the 15-minute. Like I always say, if you watch ICT videos, you kind of get why I'm framing up this candle. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, like I always say, I don't trade until 7 a.m. So can't enter the market until we get to, sorry, toolbar's in my way. That's what she said. Can't trade until we get to this point in the market, right? So you can see here I put this yellow line here. Why did I put that? Relative equal highs, pretty clear, and that's the high from yesterday. So if we were to take that out, okay, makes a lot. Not really the high from yesterday, but that was a high from yesterday, because the high from yesterday was actually up here. That's my mistake, but that was a high from yesterday. So if we were to take it out, me trying to look to sell, I really like that. And so the main thing right now is just making sure that we're in a premium market, relative to either the opening price or the 8:30 price, depending on how things shape up. Right. So we'll see what happens. I will be back at 7 a.m. to see where we are in terms of the opening price, and then if there are any possible opportunities shaping up at 7. Right. Again, I've identified these areas for us to trade above, possibly, right, but we don't have to. Right. The main thing with my strategy is I just need to see a break above some highs, right, before my entry signal sets up. So that is EURUSD. I'll quickly run through some of these indices because they've been moving to the areas that we identified in the last video. So, all right, S&P first and foremost, we got to this first area here. We started to get some reaction. We may or may not continue that bounce, but it's looking like we're trying to push lower to that 62 level on the fib, which is 4335.8. So yeah, that's S&P, NASDAQ. We pushed down to the 62 level on the fib. So we're going to see if we can get a bounce. We don't have to. We can continue pushing lower, maybe even push down into this area, as we have another one here. All right, we have another area here, and that agrees with that 79 fib level. So that's what on the NAS. What is that price? I can't see it. I'm going to make this a different color while I'm here, actually. Didn't I just change this color? Am I tripping? Oh, I changed the trend line color. So that is 135.08.7, right, on NASDAQ. And then VIX. The VIX, we started to bounce off this area that we identified here. Okay, so we'll see if we continue that movement lower. That would kind of come in line with what we were talking about in terms of like S&P, NASDAQ. As we start to trend higher, the VIX should start to drop off. But as you can see, there's still some, ability for the VIX to move higher and push up into this area, much like there's still some ability for S&P NASDAQ to push up a little lower, okay? Or push down a little lower, I should say. I said push up, push down. And then finally Dow Jones. So we're getting close to this 50 fib level, but I'm really not interested until the 62. But we're starting to, but honestly, like Dow Jones is moving a bit on its own, and it's starting to come more in line with S&P and NASDAQ. So we'll see if it kind of keeps trying to agree with S&P or NASDAQ, or if it starts trying to do its own thing again. But yeah, that's the indices as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it provides some value to you, man. And I wish you guys a happy trading day.